Hi, I'm Commissioner Nancy Jester, and welcome to Nancy Jester Reports for Tuesday, April 24th, 2018. Before we get started, I have a few announcements. I wanted to draw your attention to something I posted on my social media pages, Facebook and Twitter. We had, over this past weekend when we had the rain events, we had a sanitary sewer overflow or a sewer spill at Melanie on Melanie Court. This is the site of a repeat spill situation. I think since mid-2016, we've had at least 6 there, several of which were major spills, meaning in excess of 10,000 gallons. I'm told this particular spill is 8,700 gallons, although I think we're underreporting volume on these spills. But this is troubling because we continue to have spills in this location. This basin is particularly troubled. So we've again made the decision to put all this data on our Facebook and Twitter feeds when they happen so that we can alert the public to that. So you can find those by subscribing or following me on Twitter and Facebook. I would also like to thank the Northwoods Neighborhood Association. I visited with them last week and we discussed various county issues, including how you can hook up into the sewer system if you're currently on septic. So we did a lot of work over the last couple of years in redoing the ordinances for that so that we can make it financially feasible for people to, or neighborhoods to tie into the sewer system. So if you are on a street or an area that you're not getting sewer service right now and you're interested in doing that, you can contact our office and we'll talk you through that process. I want to thank the Dunwoody Preservation Trust. They put on another excellent festival and lemonade days again this year, and certainly all my kiddos had fun at it, so thank you for a wonderful festival. I also had the pleasure to spend some time this weekend at Henderson Park over in Tucker. We dedicated the White Trail, which was just a beautiful day, and we had just quite a collection of people to come out and celebrate this. I really want to tip my hat to Kara Schroeder and Sean Stone, who were 2 of the lead volunteers that put this whole project together. They had come to me in the past and said, hey, we really want to do this. Can we get the resources behind us to make these trail improvements and park improvements a reality? So together with my office, the City of Tucker, all the volunteers, Park Pride, we were able to do some terrific work in Henderson Park, and that is just a jewel of a park. I look forward to all the improvements that we are making over there. This was just one of many that are going on in that park. So that was a great effort put together by Kara and Sean and all the other entities, the county, the City of Tucker. So well done, everyone. So now on to our business meeting. We had our business meeting today, and it wasn't that full of an agenda. So I'll go through what we did do. We had one zoning issue in District 3. Let's see. We did accept a number of grants for some summer camp programs, some voucher programs for kids to go to summer camp. We had some community development block grant funding for some disabled programs, let's see, and some food service programs for the summer for kids. We had a number of items that are deferred, and because we're still waiting on some information. The administration had presented to us an appropriation they wanted to do with SPLOST funds. SPLOST funds are being collected starting in April, but the agenda item that they gave us just didn't have the detail that we needed, and it was kind of putting the cart before the horse when we need a more comprehensive plan for how the SPLOST dollars are going to get spent. So that we are waiting on a more comprehensive approach to. We had a number of items, procurement items deferred to our operations committee. These are things that affect the various departments that are under the jurisdiction of that committee. Let's see. Also, we did approve a number of public works and infrastructure procurement items, everything from manhole covers to sodding services and sewer equipment, those things that we had gone over them in our last Public Works Committee meeting, so those various items got approved. We We did approve one contract that I voted against, so I'll bring that to your attention. This is sort of a stopgap amount of money to pay to CH2M Hill engineers for their work regarding the consent decree. That's the federal agreement, the agreement we have with the federal government to clean up our sewer spill problem in DeKalb. This is essentially to pay CH2M Hill for work done for over a certain few months while we're still continuing to negotiate what they're going to get paid on an ongoing basis for their consent decree work. I voted against it because I'm displeased at this point with the value that the taxpayers have gotten from this contract at this time for consent decree work. I think we've made a number of errors, and I think that the work product that we've gotten from this contract is just not up to par, and I just don't see the point in paying more money for this contract at this time. I think we probably need to rebid this contract. So that was something I voted no, but it did pass. The PEX committee is still working on the business occupancy tax ordinance rewrite, so that's ongoing and was deferred. Let's see. And we continue to defer a smaller contract, but it's also related to the consent decree, for a consultant that was working with us regarding our regulatory interactions with the EPA. So that is also being held. We're requesting a work product for that. We haven't seen the actual work product for that contract. And I had the pleasure, so that was our meeting, and I'll just say in closing, I had the pleasure of meeting just a little bit ago in my office with a gentleman who has been working with my staff to try and figure out his water billing situation. Turns out he hasn't gotten a bill in 17 years. So we still have issues with water billing. So if you are having issues with your personal bills, certainly let our office know and we'll be happy to help out. We continue to struggle with this issue in DeKalb. So please join me next week for another edition and updates of Nancy Jester Reports.